Hello, this is Laura from Paper and Pin, and I'm here to show you how to make this gorgeous crochet mug hug as part of your July craft on delivery. So to get started, first of all, unpack your box, and in your box you'll find all these lovely different colored cotton yarns. You've also got your crochet hook, a darning needle, and also there are some buttons in there which we'll use at the very end. So to start off making a granny square, which is then how we start our crochet mug hug, we begin with something called a magic circle. So a magic circle is how you begin the very center of the granny square. And so we start from the middle and we work all the different rows all the way around the different colors. So we start with the magic circle. And I will demonstrate. So to begin, grab the yarn. You want to be in the very, very middle of your square, and you're going to pinch it between your thumb and your pinky finger. That's the one. So that the yarn is coming out from that pinch towards you, and then you're going to wrap it around your two first fingers, and we're wrapping knuckles to fingernails, fingernails to knuckles, and then just secure that yarn there, back there, with the pinch that you made earlier. So you can see that the yarn is then going around to the back. Then you're going to grab your hook and you're going to take it. Yeah, you want to be keeping in mind we've got a cross happening here on our fingers, and we're going to be working with the top half of the cross that's currently over your middle finger, not the bottom half of the cross. Okay, so take your hook and pop it underneath that first piece of yarn in the top half, and then you're going to grab hook with the hook part of the hook, hook the next piece of yarn in the cross and pull it out, and as you pull it, add a twist. And then what you're going to do is your yarn that is attached to your actual, roll of yarn, grab that with the hook and pull it through to make one chain stitch. And what this does is it creates a loop with a chain stitch which is securing it, and then if you pull the tail, the loop gets smaller. That's why it's magic, because if you pull the tail, the loop gets smaller. It's also magic because it's super confusing and it takes forever to learn, and even if you do learn it, you feel like you've never learned it. So because of that, I'm gonna do it again because it's very, very confusing. So we grab our yarn, we pinch it between our thumb and our pinky, and we wrap it from knuckles to fingernails, fingernails to knuckles. And you might be saying, Laura, why are you being so specific about how you wrap it? It's because if you do it the wrong way, for some reason, it just doesn't work. It's just magic. So once we've got our lovely wrap, our lovely cross, we take our crochet hook underneath the first yarn on the top of the cross, and then we hook the second yarn, pull it out with a twist. So you twist it back on itself, and then grab that yarn, your yarn, and pull it through to make a chain stitch. And even I make mistakes sometimes because I'm telling you, it's truly magic. And then, so on your hook, you should have sitting on your hook one chain stitch, and below that chain stitch is a big loop, and you know you've done it right if when you pull the tail end of your yarn that's not connected to anything, if you pull that, it gets smaller like magic. So that's the very first step. This is by far the most complicated thing that you'll ever do in crochet ever. So if it's stumping you, I promise you just keep practicing and you'll get it eventually, because I did. But from here on, smooth sailing, promise.